Thank you for choosing Waterwalkerz. It's important that all operators study this video and read the instructions carefully. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us at any time. First, get the ball out of the box. Tie the rope to the anchor point. Lay the ball flat, open the flap and lubricate all the way along the zip with Zip Care lubricant or silicone spray lubricant. Always make sure the zip is wet and lubricated before moving. If it's ever stiff, it should not be moved until it's lubricated and easy to move. At the end of each session, lubricant should be cleaned off. Hold the zip straight, support it, open the zip, and close the zip, supporting it so the lubricant gets everywhere along the zip. Always use the blue tube. Regardless of whatever blower you use, you must use this blue tube. Turn on the blower. Open the flap, hold the handle and pull away from the handle. Always get in the habit of holding the handle. Even when closing, hold the handle, pull away from the handle. Let the child climb in head first, not standing up, always sitting down or crawling so they can't slip at the pool side. Hold the handle, pull away from the handle and close the zip 70%. Put the tube in and inflate. It's best to hold the tube from outside the ball so you don't hurt your hand and also so the air goes in quicker. Make sure the child is happy. If the child is scared, let them out. Do not put anyone in who looks too scared or anyone who is not enjoying themselves. Make sure the child is always sat down. If they stand up, make sure they sit down again. Tap the ball. When it's fully inflated, hold the handle, pull away from the handle. From another angle, hold the handle, pull away from the handle. Make sure it goes all the way to the end. And then make sure that the zip is completely closed all the way along and that there are no gaps. It's very important to check every time that the zip is actually closed. And then firmly and securely put the Velcro strip on. If you put the Velcro strip on, it will stay sticky for a lot longer. This is another way of putting somebody in. They're going into a completely deflated ball. People probably don't prefer this way, but it is possible to do it like this as well. Again, blowing it up. Now we're going to show you holding the handle and pulling towards the handle, which you shouldn't do because it doesn't support the zip. Now it might not close properly if you do that. It did close properly then, but just to show you, it might not close properly, so you always hold the handle and pull away from the handle. If it doesn't close, then you just open it up again, inflate it and close it again, making sure it's completely closed all the way along. Put the Velcro strip on, and then you are ready to slowly put the child into the water, making sure they are happy to ride. Make sure they are sat down, push them away from the side of the pool. You are always holding the rope, you are always supervising the ball. If they ever come too close to the side, you push them away from you. If they go too far away from you, you pull them gently with the rope back to you. You are always in control of the ball, and you can always see the child. If they're running around enjoying themselves, they'll be fine. If they are unhappy, or if they're sat down, then you bring them back in. If they're coming too close to the side, you push them away. When you want to get them out, you tell them to sit down. If they stand up, you just tell them to sit down again. You then bring the ball to the side gently. With the handles, do not pull the handles, just use them for support. Let the child climb slowly up, or if it's deck level, just pull them on. This is an example where the ball is not in such a good position, so we ask the child to move. Move back please, move back please. Until the ball is in a suitable position where you can say 1, 2, 3, climb out. On a deck level pool, it's much easier. When you get the ball in a suitable position, you undo the Velcro strap. You hold the handle, pull away from the handle, and you make sure the child crawls out. He does not stand out, as they may trip or hurt themselves on the pool side. This video simply demonstrates that even if you are trying to hit yourself against the side of the pool, it's actually very difficult. The ball bounces away, but it is the supervisor and the operator's job to make sure the child never gets anywhere near the side of the pool, or any other obstructions, or any other swimmers. Here we're just demonstrating that it is actually quite difficult, even if you do it on purpose. Obstructions like handrails, such as this, should also be avoided, but here we show again that it's not really much of a danger. It's important to clean the ball inside and out before and after every session, and to leave the ball stored dry, especially the zip. Make sure you clean them properly, inside and out, and clean the whole ball with child-safe antibacterial wipes or cleaner. This shows that the zip is closed. Every time you should check the zip is closed. Here is an example where it's not closed. If this is the case, you should not put the child in the ball, and you should reclose the zip. There is a danger that it could split open, like that. If that's the case, then you have to put the zip back together. Usually you would lubricate the zip, you would then pull it back to the beginning, bunch up the zip, and pull it forward. But we'll show you on a real ball. So you pull it back to the beginning, you bunch up the start, pull it forward, and that should solve the problem. Now if it doesn't, then there is another way of doing it. So here we're having to pull the zip in funny ways, in completely the wrong way, just to make sure it splits open. If you pull it the correct way, hold the handle and pull away from the handle, this should never happen. And it should also never happen because you're always checking the zip. So never pull it like this. This just goes to show how good these zips are. We've pulled it in the wrong way, and now we've found a little gap. Now we're trying to split that open with fingers, but we can't, so we're going to try some scissors. It's very important to hold the handle, pull away from the handle, and never be forceful with the zip. If you have any trouble with the zip, you should double check and triple check that the zip is actually closed. Let's assume we did the same with this one. We pulled it to the beginning, but it didn't work. We simply manually put those teeth together because for some reason we pulled it back, bunched it up, and the zip would not catch. So we simply manually put the first few centimeters together and then do the same, and after that it'll be okay. We're going to show you another example of that. So again, to make the gap, we've got to pull it in the wrong way. We find the gap, we split it open all the way, we assume it didn't work, we put the teeth together one by one, and then we pull the zip right back to the beginning. Just make sure you always hold the handle, pull away from the handle, keep the zip lubricated, and you'll never have this problem. Never put anyone in the ball without having checked the zip first. Do not put too much pressure on the handles. Use them only for carefully maneuvering the balls and for operating the zip properly. Do not forcibly move a ball with the handles. The Velcro cover protects and extends the life of the zip. However, it can be cut off if it's deemed easier to operate without it. If the Velcro cover wears out, new Velcro can be attached or it can be cut off. To prolong the life of the Velcro, it's important to make sure it's always firmly pressed over the zip. It's also important to make sure the rough part of the Velcro never touches a child or their hair when getting in and out of the ball. You should never let anything near the balls that may cause a puncture, rough edges, jewellery, stones, etc. If you do have a puncture, simply repair with a tear aid. It's just like sellotape. Make sure people do not have belt buckles on jeans or anything like that that could damage the ball. Simply clean the area, put the tear aid on, and it should be a permanent fix. Fix it inside and outside to make it twice as strong. It's essential that any Waterwalkerz party or operation is adequately supervised. If someone is not running around and obviously enjoying themselves, you should make sure if they want to get out or not. Even if someone wants to stay inside the ball for longer than 5 minutes, you must limit the rides to 5 minutes maximum. Please also read the written instructions and risk assessment warning sign before doing staff training or running water walkers. Also, remind staff on an ongoing basis not to pull hard on the handles, ropes, or anchor points. Always hold the handle and pull away from the handle, and always check the zip is closed. Water walkers is an extremely popular and safe activity. However, please do let us know if you have any accidents or incidents or concerns. Thanks again for choosing Water Walkerz. We always love to hear how you're getting on, so please do send us any feedback or images that you may have. Many thanks.